sorry, did that make you a little sick? Well, you know, when I was walking by this plant, this is my Yucca elephantipes Variegata. This is one of my favorite types of yuccas here, and you can see why. The coloration on this thing is just spectacular. So I hardly ever make videos down here at my Richmond nursery. I probably should, because I need to promote it, get you guys to come down here and buy some plants to help me support my water bill. As you can see, this is the closest thing that Richmond, California has to a botanical garden. So, and they don't have to pay for it. I do, or actually you do, because you pay me money to buy the plants, and then I take that money and pay the water bill and the dump fee for all the palm fronds we trim and everything else it takes to basically create what amounts to a 3-acre botanical garden in Richmond, California. And if I'm lucky, I get some left over for me to buy burritos to keep my tummy full. But we're here today just because I wanted to talk about elephantipes. Okay, so if you want to know, people say, well, where is this nursery? It's at 425 Cutting Boulevard in Richmond, California. That's in cutting as in cutting. Cutting, Richmond, California. It's totally cool down here. You got to come visit me. But Yucca elephantipes, this is such a cool tree. This, if you're wondering, this is the remains. It looks like kind of like Pompeii or ancient Greece, like a failed civilization here that's falling apart. This is our old demonstration garden in here, and our nursery entrance used to be over here. But then I bought this old messed up liquor store. I mean, when I say messed up, I mean it was messed up. But anyway, I turned it into a beautiful flower shop. It's over there. We'll do a tour of that later. I'm building the new entrance is over there. This now is the back of the nursery. This used to be the entrance from the street from South 3rd Street. But anyway, this used to be a beautiful demonstration garden. It's still kind of pretty, but we're slowly dismantling it and we're moving it to the other side of the nursery. But in here, there is one of my beautiful Yucca elephantipes, Variegatas, right in here. You can see how beautiful this tree is because it has this gorgeous yellow stripe in it. There's really no thorns to speak of, except for the ends have a little bit of a point you have to be careful with, but there's really nothing in here that can get you very bad. And you can see how beautiful this multicolor is in here. This plant is extremely drought tolerant to the point where if you just kind of water it once or twice, that's probably all you ever need to do. In fact, this year's interesting. After 20 years at my house in Lafayette, my garden up there, I have I have some irrigation issues I have to deal with, and I haven't had time to deal with them because I'm too busy working for you guys, keeping this place together down here. And so I kind of turned off the whole system, and I've only watered the lawn and a few other things, some pots, and it's amazing. Like it's a great experiment. It's such an established garden with all kinds of exotic plants like this, and they are doing totally fine. And so I'm thinking, geez, you could just about establish one of these gardens with all these exotic plants and never have to water it again. So how eco-friendly is that? But this is an extreme example of that phenomenon. The yucca has all kinds of moisture that it stores in its trunk. Let's go around here and see if we can see the trunk. Can't really see the trunk. But anyway, this is going crazy. We haven't really done anything over here in a long time. There's our little fish pond. We'll move that. But yeah, this thing is these leaves are so stiff. They're reflective of the light. It's extremely drought tolerant, so you're not going to have any issues with this plant as far as drought tolerance goes. And it could be a type of plant that you plant and abandon, and it would be absolutely fine. So we usually have these for sale down here, so come on down. There's a million other things we have, as you see, cannas, palms, citrus, succulents, you name it, we've got it down here. We've got more plants than I know what to do with. But there you go, Yucca elephantipes. It's native to Mexico, so it's really a North American native. If you're into natives, like you want to plant some natives, plant some North American natives, It's not native around here. There is a yucca, though, that's native as far north as the mountains of Carmel. So keep that in mind. It wasn't able to cross the Salinas mudflat because it likes gravelly soil. That's Yucca whipplei. They actually have a new name for it, Hesperalo something. But it also occurs in Kings Canyon, just south of Yosemite, and I don't know why it didn't go farther north. It's really odd. But anyway, so the Yucca, actually, these things used to inhabit up here before we had our last ice age. So they really, truly are sort of native. Anything in Mexico is arguably native or was native here. But look at that beautiful pattern right there. Come on down.